Hello friends, welcome to my channel Be an Engineer. Today I am going to discuss about a topic three-phase power supply. In this video I will cover four things. First, what is three-phase supply? Second, why need of three-phase if we already have single-phase supply? Third, star delta configurations. Fourth, line and phase quantities, that are line voltage, line current, phase voltage and phase current. So let's start. Three-phase power supply consists of 4 wires. Out of these 4 wires, 3 are phase wires and 1 is neutral wire. These 3 phase wires are phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3, and that are represented by RYB. And if you observe the waveform, any two phases is 120 degree apart from each other. Now the question is, why 120 degree? So here is the answer. Phase difference between any two phases is equal to 360 upon number of phases. Here we are using 3 phases, so the phase difference will be 360 upon 3, that is 120 degree. Now the most common question arises, why 3 phase? Why we use 3 phase if we already have single phase supply? Now look at the waveform. It is a waveform of a single phase voltage. If you observe it carefully, then you will find this waveform cuts zero position 3 times in a cycle. Now in India, systems are operated on 50 Hz frequency. That means 50 cycles per second. So for single phase waveform, it will cut 150 times per second. So that will make it interrupted supply. So to get uninterrupted supply, we have to need of a continuous supply. So from 3 phase supply, we can get continuous supply, as you can see in the diagram. So uninterrupted supply is one of its advantages. Second one is for heavy load. Three phase supply can be operated on heavier loads as compared to the single phase supply. And third advantage is it is more economical as compared to the single phase supply, because its power to weight ratio is high. For example, if we have two devices, one is single phase, second one is 3 phase, and if both has same weights, then the power generated from 3 phase supply will be higher than single phase supply. So the power to weight ratio for single phase will be lower than 3 phase. So the 3 phase will be more economical than single phase supply. Now 3 phase supply has two configurations. First one is star connection, second delta connection. So let's understand about star connection. In this connection, one terminal from each winding is connected to a common point. You can see in this diagram there are 3 windings R, Y, B. One terminal of each winding is connected to a common point, that is neutral. So this type of connection is known as star connection. Now about its voltages, you can see phase voltage at VPH, because it is across one phase, and VRY is line voltage, because it is the waveform between two lines R and Y, and we know that VRY is equal to √3 times VPH. That means phase voltage is equal to √3 times line voltage is equal to √3 times phase voltage, and this result comes from a derivation. You can find the derivation in the books, and VRY is nothing but line voltage VL. So from here VL will be equal to √3 times VPH. Now coming to the currents, IR is line current, IPH is phase current. So if you observe this carefully, then you will find it is a common branch. So IR will be equal to IPH, and as we know, IR is equal to line current, so line current will be equal to phase current. So here are two important results from star connection. First one is VL is equal to root 3 VPH. That means line voltage is equal to root 3 times phase voltage. And second one is IL is equal to IPH. That means line current is equal to phase current. Now delta connection. In this connection, all three windings are connected back to back. Now in this diagram you can observe all three windings RYB are connected back to back. So this type of connection represents delta connection. Now coming to the currents, IR is line current and IPH is phase current. So again from derivation, the result is line current is equal to root 3 times phase current for delta connection. And we know that IR is line current, that is IL. So from here IL will be equal to root 3 times IPH. Now coming to the voltages, VRY is between line R and line Y. So VRY is line voltage and VPH is across a phase. So VPH is phase voltage. Now we can clearly see these both the voltages are parallel to each other. So both will be same. So from here VRY will be equal to VPH and VRY is line voltage. So line voltage is equal to phase voltage. VL is equal to VPH for delta connection. So there are these two important results for delta connection. First one is VL is equal to VPH. That means line voltage is equal to phase voltage. And second one is IL is equal to root 3 IPH. That means line current is equal to root 3 times phase current for delta connection. So this is a comparative study of voltages and currents for star connection and delta connection. So for calculation purpose you can use this. Now from three-phase supply, from three-phase configurations, transformers also can be constructed. As you can see, the primary side of transformer is connected in star connection and the secondary side of this transformer is connected in delta connection. So it makes it star delta transformer. And other variant or other configurations of transformers are delta star, delta delta and star star. Now the most important part of this video is a question. I will solve this question here completely, and after that you will have a clear understanding of star delta configurations and the current and voltage calculations. So the question is, a delta star connected step up transformer having turns ratio 1:5 has primary side line current 50 ampere. So we have to calculate first secondary side line current, second secondary side phase current. Now pause this video and try to solve this. Now the solution. We have given primary side line current, that is 50 ampere in the question. Now it is also given that the transformer is delta star connected. That means primary side is in delta, and we know that for delta connection line current is equal to root 3 times phase current. So from here we know that line current is given, that is 50 amperes. So from here we can calculate phase current easily. So phase current will be equal to 28.86 ampere. Now one important thing, whether it is star connection or delta connection, phase voltage or phase current will be same. Phase voltage for star connection will be equal to phase voltage for delta connection. Similarly, phase voltage for star connection will be equal to phase current for delta connection. The values of voltages and currents doesn't change. So we will refer phase quantities for the turns ratio for the primary to secondary transformation. Now the turns ratio is given 1:5, and we know that for a transformer N1 I1 is equal to N2 I2, and N1 and N2 is turns ratio and I1 and I2 are primary current and secondary current. So from here we can easily calculate I2. Now 28.86, that is primary current and it is phase value. So from this equation we will get secondary current's phase value. So secondary phase current will be equal to 5.772 amperes, and we know that secondary side is connected in star, and as I discussed earlier, in star connection line current is equal to phase current. So phase current will be equal to 5.772. So the line current will be also equal to 5.772. Now the third part of this question, find three phase power for this transformer. Now you have to solve this at your own and try to solve it and put the answer in the comment box. And before it, there are two formulas, √3 VL-IL or 3 VPH IPH. Some people prefer √3 VL-IL, some 3 VPH IPH. Are they same? Are they different? Whatever it is, you have to solve the question and put the right answer in the comment box. If possible, I will make a video on the three phase power, whether it is for transformer or whether it is for power system. So I will try to make a next video on three phase power. Thank you.